I once had a snog with one of the people here on Would I Lie to You Tonight.
Whoa!
One of us 6. Yeah, 6.
You... Hang on a minute, I'm here as well.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, you're one of me.
She didn't snog herself.
Well, that's true, that's true. Oh, God. Oh, my word. I think my poor grasp of mathematics has never been more cruelly exposed.
So one of us 6 people... Why am I saying one of us 6? I know it wasn't me. One of them 5. Was it you?
It's true.
No, I'm Spartacus.
You see, I definitely...
It's very awkward if all 6 of us have snogged us.
But she could only remember one.
If it's true, will the person remember, or is it like a drunken thing, or...?
I don't know if they will remember.
This is getting awkward. If this is true, this could be very awkward.
I don't know.
How many years ago?
I think it was in 98, so 15 years ago.
Just a snog.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be David at university, isn't it?
Why, did they go to university together?
They're both Cambridge, aren't they?
We did.
Yes.
And were you in the same...
No,
You've got plot thickens.
David is quite a lot younger than me, so...
But were you still hanging around the university 10 years later?
Trying to prey on freshers in Freshers' Week. What you haven't said yet, Mel, is you haven't really painted a lovely picture for us of the circumstances, where you were.
Yep.
Just talk us through that.
It was a works do.
Not me. I've never worked in my life.
It was a works do, and everyone had been working very, very hard. It was a long series, and it was the end of term party.
Stop
end of
looking
series
at me,
party.
Mel.
What was the series?
It was the England rugby team 2000.
Was it a test series?
It was a show back in the late 90s.
Was it Late Lunch?
It was called Late Lunch.
So the show you did Late Lunch, was the person you kissed a guest on the show, or were they a regular on it, or...?
No, we were colleagues.
This is a totally new type of round.
This is...
You stop trying to work out whether it's true or not, just who it
was.
Yeah. Who was it?
Wait, who was it that you kissed? Was it Rob? Please tell me when you kissed him he didn't do that. Who was it that you kissed?
Dermot. It was Dermot.
Dermot?
It was Dermot.
Wow. This is a weird one now, because if it's not true, poor Dermot now has got to answer all these questions.
I don't think you're allowed to question other panellists.
This is
not his card.
No, we're in new territory. This has never happened before.
Rob?
My proclamation is thus. You can quiz O'Leary. However, he doesn't have to answer unless he so chooses.
Well, to be fair, that's true with everyone. We're going to be legally required to speak. If you want to make people talk when they don't want to, you have to waterboard them.
I'm happy to waterboard him if you want to...
Mel, what was Dermot doing in this show?
Dermot was the guy responsible for getting the audience in.
Has Dermot said if he remembers this?
Dermot, do you remember this?
That would scupper my team's chance. I can't answer that.
Yeah, that's handy. You mean no? So you were working on...
I was working on London.
What was your position?
I was I was sort of audience researcher. So
that's handy. Just what she just said, yeah. In 1998, were you in a relationship, or is it okay to push you on this?
I'm not sure.
You said at the time, Dermot, that you weren't in a relationship.
Oh, well, he can't have been then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you going to say then, Lee? What are you thinking?
That's an interesting one, this, isn't it? What do you think?
It feels
Plausible.
Do you think?
It's plausible.
It is plausible.
Definitely plausible.
But I just think O'Leary's been too kind of reticent on the details and the facts.
Yeah, but he could be awkward because he doesn't remember, or he remembers very well and he's trying to play for his team.
Gentleman doesn't tell.
I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
Based on O'Leary.
Matt, what are you thinking on this?
I'm not sure. I don't think the dates fit. Lie.
Well, go with lie then.
You're saying it's a lie?
I think it might be true, but I'm going with my team and saying lie.
Mel, it was a wonderful, wonderful tale. Was it true, or were you telling a lie?
Well, Rob, gents, Dermot, I was telling the truth.
Dermot, everything that Mel said was true.
100% bona fide.
Yes, it's true. Mel did have a snog with Dermot O'Leary.
When I was a child, the only thing that would get me to sleep was my parents reading me the takeaway menu from our local Chinese restaurant, the Flying Chopstick.
David's team.
At what age was this?
I'd say it kicked off at 7 and probably lasted about a year.
Was it read out in any type of accent?
No. Well, my dad...
When you say any type,
Any type
there's
Chinese
one,
accent,
there's
is
one
that
specific one. If they read it in a French accent, it'd be nice. This is quite surreal, isn't it? But I'll go with it.
My dad is half Polish, half Lithuanian, so it had a sort of Eastern European tinge.
Could you give us a kind of a little rendition?
So it would be something along the lines of...
This will be interesting.
it would be something
We'll just separate ourselves from the person doing the routine.
You don't want to be in the clip when it comes on the news, do you?
So Dad would say, for example, black bean with chop suey, something like that. Black bean.
Was your dad the fella from Sesame Street? One pork balls. Two lovely pork balls.
You know, lychee for the end of the menu.
Lychee, that's the way I know that.
Lychees.
The Flying Chopstick, they just serve a single lychee, don't they?
Lychees. It was the staple. It was the 70s. Things were a little bit sparse then. It was Wilson's, you know, things are hard. I can't remember his speech, but you know the one I mean. Things are terrible.
Wilson's Things Are Hard.
Wilson's things are...
Harold Wilson, Things Are Hard.
We've only got lychees. Things are hard. We've only got lychees, guys.
How far into the menu would you drift off?
That's a very good question.
That's why I asked it.
Yeah. My eye would be sort of fully open, like that. A little bit like...
Just one eye open.
One eye open, always looking, always just checking. And then I would say, by the end of the first page, the eye would be down.
So you used to go to
about a
sleep
page.
half a face at a time?
Can you remember the first time that this happened?
It would have been... I think it was on a Friday night. Mum and Dad would have been entertaining, and I laughed a lot and then fell asleep.
So what do you think, then? David Hay, how is this striking you?
The detail, the fact that she knew straight away what day it was on a Friday night. I don't remember what day it was when you were 7.
Oh, I
can't
did.
remember last week. I get punched in the head for a living, but...
But David, they did it a lot. They did it a lot.
Repetition, eh?
Repetition. So I knew the menu back to front because they had to do it so
Well,
often.
that's just Chinese. It would be that way, no, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I agree.
Ramesh, what are you thinking?
I think it... I don't buy it.
David, actually, I've got 2 Davids. We'll call you the Haymaker and the Librarian. What are you thinking, David?
Well, I think I don't believe it.
Do you realise, I like the system you've got there. We're going to call you the Haymaker and the Librarian. So what do you think, David?
I don't think she's at the age of 7.
Yeah.
I think a 7-year-old child will require a coherent story.
All right, so you're saying it's a lie. Well, let's find out. Mel, truth or lie?
The story was, in fact, a lie!
So please welcome this week's special guest, Rhod. So, Barry, first of all, what is Rhod to you?
This is Rhod. He drives my favourite bus, and whenever I see it,
I shout, "Hello, darling."
Sue, how do you know Rhod?
This is lovely Rhod, who's my local butcher, and when I won Maestro, he had a whole pig in the window, and he stuck my face on its face, and he put a little conducting baton in its trotters to celebrate.
And finally, Lee, your relationship with Rhod?
This is Rhod, and after we accidentally took each other's baggage from the carousel, I ended up having to wear his clothes for 3 days on holiday.
So there we have it. Barry's bus driver, Sue's creative butcher, or Lee's unlucky holiday goer. David, off we go.
So your local butcher?
Yes.
You got to know him quite well before you were sort of represented in pig form.
For about 7 years, off and on.
And is this like a posh butcher's, basically?
Well, no. What do you mean by posh
Well,
butcher?
I basically think going to a butcher's is quite posh now. Yeah. On the basis that most people buy meat at supermarkets, don't they?
Well, no, the butcher's en route to the tube, so I've always gone. And
If you need some meat to gnaw on the tube,
Tube.
that's where you're...
Basically, it's on that route, so I always say hello, and there's 3 of them that work there, of which Rhod's one. And also, I've got dogs, so they always give me bones for the dogs.
So this is sort of a 1950s idyll.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, sir.
Sue, this was done, so you say, in honour of the programme Maestro.
Yeah.
Now, just tell us what that was.
This is a programme where you learn how to be an orchestral conductor.
And so where did they hit the leap going, an orchestral conductor, a pig?
But to be fair, when you say why on a pig, I mean, he is a butcher, he's not...
Yeah.
He's not,
exactly.
He can't
That's
say,
his
should we put it
medium.
on the face of the pig or the dead body of Andre Previn?
How was your face done? Was it like a colour printout?
Yeah, like something they've got off the internet, so it's quite pixelated.
Not pixelated. I think you mean low resolution.
That's what I mean. Not like
Otherwise,
smiley
it would
face.
be people would sort of go, "That's clearly the pixelated face of Sue Perkins on there." Moving on to what number bus is it, Barry?
H14, Hatch End to Norfolk Park Hospital.
Right.
And in reverse. No, he doesn't drive in reverse. And I don't shout "hello, darling" at Rhod, nothing personal, Rhod. I shout it at the bus because it's my friend.
You shout it when the H14 drives past. So when you're planning to get on it,
Yes,
then at what point do you shout "hello, darling"?
I'm a creature of whim. Right. It might be early, it might be late, it might be when I'm getting on. I want to vary it.
Do you add "I'm coming in, darling"?
No, there's no foreplay.
Right. Well,
David, what about Lee's playing?
so where were you going on holiday?
Thailand.
Right.
Me and Rhod got our bags mixed up on the carousel, and so as a result of that, I had to wear his clothes for 3 days.
Where did you fly to? Bangkok?
Flew to Bangkok, yeah.
Right. You didn't have proper labels on your case?
Absolutely
Well,
correct.
that was very remiss.
Well, it was a remiss.
Ooh.
It was Lorraine,
Say
it was
that again.
remiss, or I'm lying,
Aye.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
In which case, it wasn't remiss.
Okay.
So,
think it made me
just to clarify, Lee, are you still saying this is true, or has the very suggestion that you might be remiss made you abandon any attempt at playing this game?
will not be...
I'm not going to be called remiss. OK, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. I'm not a fool. I actually label my luggage very carefully. I think that's very important, but I'm not for a moment going to pretend otherwise.
What sort of cases? Is it your what kind of cases?
It was actually leopard skin. Oh, not leopard skin, as in that was
Yeah,
it
the
was
patterned
plastic,
case.
but he had the
Really?
No, blokes don't have leopard
You're right.
skin.
No, it's my wife. My wife's
But
saying the
Rod's
idea.
a proper bloke. I mean, I could
so am
believe...
I, Lorraine.
No, I
Thank
could
you very
believe...
much.
No, I know, but you're kind of showbiz, and I could believe you had a leopard
Kind of showbiz.
skin.
How about I am showbiz?
I don't think Rhod would
Remiss,
have...
kind of showbiz. I'm really coming for you, Kate.
Not a proper man.
Hang on, so there are two men of exact same build, both travelling to Bangkok on the same flight with leopard skin suitcases. People swap bags all the time, right? But they bring them back to the airport, or they get somebody at the hotel to bring them back to the airport, and they buy replacement clothes.
That's
They
right.
don't go, I will now assume the identity.
To be honest, though, it's the rules of the game. I wasn't in Bangkok. I had to fly again from Bangkok to a place called Krabi, and then we got on a boat to an island resort.
Yeah.
So it was a long way back to Bangkok.
So you didn't open your case until you got to your final destination?
Yes.
What were Rhod's clothes like? Were you happy to wear them, and did they fit you, and were they OK?
I think you can look at Rhod. You can see he's a stylish man. His wigs weren't great, but let's say some of the things I wouldn't have worn. For example, his bus conductor's outfit. Wouldn't have worn that. As for his butcher's outfit, well...
What are you thinking, David? I mean, it's a tricky one, I think, this week.
I think it's Sue.
Really?
Yeah.
Say I think it's probably Sue. But
Do you? I think it's Lee.
You think it's
You
Lee?
think it's Lee?
Lorraine, can I just say, even I don't think it's...
No, it's 2 against 1. You should go first.
We're going to go for...
Yeah,
OK, we'll
definitely.
think
We're
it's
going for
Sue. Yeah.
Right, Rhod, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Rhod, and I'm Barry's H14 driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rhod.
I once licked David Bowie's cake just to be close to him.
David.
Now, I would have thought that was not a good way of being close to him, but that was a way of being forcibly removed from his presence. So how did licking his cake bring you close to him?
Right, so, it was the 1980s. I believe it was the year of the Glass Spider tour.
Yeah.
I was working as a waitress.
In a cocktail
bar. No?
Not a Bowie song.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure. I'm no expert, but that's not one of his.
That much is true.
Right.
Thank you. And
So, Mel, if you were working as a waitress...
it wasn't a cocktail bar, it was a cappuccino bar, because it was the 80s. So I was working as a waitress in a cappuccino bar.
Hang on, was cappuccino popular in the 80s? Let's get this...
Yeah, they came in the 80s, didn't they?
They arrived in Port Talbot a week last Thursday.
Anyway, I'm not quite good-looking enough / slim enough to be serving at tables.
Oh, right.
So
Did
this
they
is
tell you this? Did they say, I'm sorry, love, I'm sorry.
No.
I can't have you serving the customers, I'm sorry.
We're going to have to hide you round the back making the froth.
No, pretty much. I was a washer-upper in aforementioned cappuccino bar. Now, massive excitement one day. I'm in the back doing the washing up. The word is spreading like wildfire. Bowie's in, Bowie's in, Bowie's in. I saw him in profile, sitting
How did you see him from
at
the kitchen?
cappuccino bar because I could look through the door.
You were allowed.
Occasionally.
And all the customers went... she was grabbed back in again, a manic...
Get back in the chocolate sprinkles pit!
So, Bowie had ordered, let's imagine, I think it was something like a sort of a hot chocolate fudge slice, please, or something like that.
Can we get on to the licking?
Let's get on to the licking.
It's like Friday night in my house.
I thought, I'm not going to get to say hello to him because I'm not allowed to go out front and serve the man. So what can I do just to feel that I have entered him in some way?
Oh, gosh.
I mean, just...
Yes, that some of your DNA has
him.
been ingested by the great man.
Well, what sort of lick? Bearing in mind that this is very much a family show, do the lick for us now.
Plate, slice, it would have been... I'll just try and get back in the zone. Hang on.
Yeah.
It would have just been a...
Right. So it's just a little lick. That's not what I imagined, actually. I thought you would go up and down it a couple of times.
No.
And it was
just a little polite lick.
A touch.
It was full of homage and reverence for the great man. And then obviously it went out and I never saw him again.
It wasn't long after that he was hospitalised. All right, David, what are you thinking? Could this be true?
Well, it could be true, but...
you know, she started off as a waitress, then she became, you know...
A washer-upper.
A washer-upper.
Yes.
I think it sounds so absurd and she's been so random that I think there's an element of truth to it, personally.
So what are you going to say, David? Is it truth or is it a lie?
Well, one or the other. I think on balance it's a lie.
You're going to say a lie. So, Mel, licking David Bowie's cake, is it true or was it a lie?
It is a great fat true.
Yes, it's true. Mel did lick David Bowie's cake so she could feel closer to him. So please welcome this week's special guest, Sid. So, Chris Tarrant, what is Sid to you?
This is my dentist, Sid, and I had to drive her to A&E after biting her finger during a checkup.
Right, Mel, could you explain how you know Sid?
This is Sid. We once posed as members of an orchestra to gain backstage access to meet our idol.
Finally, David, what is your relationship with Sid?
This is Sid. Last year...
Sorry. There's something about you. I don't think you know any women or anyone called Sid.
In which case you'll be saying that it's a lie.
Correct.
This is Sid.
Lie.
This is Sid. Last year, she rescued me when a seaside donkey went haywire with me on its back.
Can I just say, I retract my earlier comment, true.
So, there we have it. Chris's disgruntled dentist, Mel's orchestral imposter, or David's seaside saviour. Lee, where do you want to start?
Well, shall we start? Let's start with Chris. What was she doing that made you bite down so hard?
She's actually a very accomplished dentist. Her real name is Sydney Matthews. She is the junior partner in a company called Matthews and Priddy in Weybridge in Surrey.
Whoa.
Who are
Sorry,
top
her real name is
dentists.
Sydney.
Sydney.
Sydney, girl's name Sydney.
I couldn't understand what he was saying, but now someone shouted it really loudly in Welsh. It's a lot clearer. so, sorry, Chris, say it again.
I fixed up to go and have a temporary crown taken out and put the proper one in.
Oh, yeah. Coronation, was it? You're getting above yourself, Tarrant.
So she starts doing this little bit of drilling, and of course you've got so much glue in your mouth. I'm going, it really hurts, I want to unattach it. And she said, what? At which point I bit her finger, in fact 2 fingers, really quite badly. And she is pouring blood.
And has Sid treated you since?
No, but she's due to in about 3 months, so I'm trying to be quite nice to her.
Right, do you want to move on to another suspect?
David, what did it do, the donkey?
It ran suddenly in one direction with me on its back.
No.
Yes.
Where were you? I bet he says
was on the-
Blackpool.
No, I was on the beach. It was in Norfolk.
And a beach in Norfolk. Do you know which beach? I know Norfolk quite well. Which beach in Norfolk was it?
Oh, damn. It was Great Yarmouth.
When was this?
It was last year.
Do they let adults ride donkeys?
Good question. Ask him.
Yes, they do. They did. I got on the donkey, it went haywire.
What?
You saying I'm a liar? The donkey went haywire and Sid rescued me.
But what scared the donkey?
Yeah, I can answer that.
What scared...
You haven't explained why you were on the donkey. When I look at you, I don't think donkey.
Thank you.
I think Mel does.
The aim was... One child of some friends of mine wanted to have a donkey ride and then sort of was a bit nervous of the donkey ride. And I said, well, I'd have a donkey ride to sort of demonstrate that it was, you know, fine and safe.
Oh,
and,
so it was a disaster.
It was a disaster.
Yeah.
It was an absolute disaster. A very, very sad day.
Did you have to pay for the ride?
I think so, yeah.
Do you remember roughly what that was?
I think roughly about £1,000. Might have been less than £1,000. Certainly not a million.
Would it be
not
fair
a
to
million
say-
pounds. And it wasn't like 4p.
David, how did Sid rescue you?
She had a geographical advantage on the donkey because I don't think I'm being rude to Sid to say that she probably couldn't have matched this crazed beast for speed. She was over where the donkey was headed, sort of near there, and was able to intercept and grab the bit of string that's attached to a donkey's face.
It's like having Zara Phillips with us, isn't it? It really is.
I've literally never seen a donkey in your life.
Right, what about Mel, then?
Just remind us again of your story.
This is Sid.
Yeah.
And we once posed as members of an orchestra.
Yeah.
To meet our idol.
Right.
Who's the idol, just for fun?
Leslie Judd, the ex-Blue Peter presenter.
Don't need to tell me who Leslie Judd is.
So, does Leslie Judd also play in an orchestra?
Not that I know of.
What was she doing there?
What was she
then?
doing there?
She was hosting the event.
Where was it?
It was in Oxford Town Hall.
And you were how old?
16.
You say you posed as orchestra members. How did you go and buy an instrument?
We borrowed from a friend, funnily enough, a cello case.
Well, that's all you'd need, because one of you gets in it.
Yeah.
So hang on, when you were 16, I'm just thinking this through. Leslie Judd, as we all know, is a Blue Peter presenter back in the glorious heyday
The Fab Four.
of
The Fab
Blue
Four.
Peter. Exactly.
Noakes, Purvis, Singleton, Judd.
When
Yeah.
grown-ups used to...
Yeah.
When grown-ups used to host
Exactly.
Blue Peter.
Yeah.
Great times.
Did it work?
We got past security.
I'm not sure about this security business, to be honest with you. I can imagine a meeting.
Town Hall.
Oxford Town Hall, where they're going, here we got on next week. Leslie Judd is hosting an orchestra. We're going to need some security.
Did she sign anything for you?
She did, yep. I had a Blue Peter annual.
Yeah.
I think Leslie was in circus gear on the front.
I've got that one.
Oh, that's
Yes.
All right, we need an answer, so... What are you going to say?
I think it's Chris.
You think Chris
Because
bit a lady?
Sid, more importantly,
Yeah.
looks like she could be a very good dentist.
No, you see, I have to disagree. I disagree. If we're going by looks alone, I'd say she's more likely to have manhandled a donkey. Well, we can't just go by looks, can we?
I think she looks like a really lovely friend of Mel's.
We need an answer, so...
Alex thinks it's Chris. Are you sticking with that?
I'm sticking 100%.
And Lee, presumably, you think me?
Despite my real gut reaction that it's David, I would say, of the two, we will go with Mel. Or will we go with Chris?
Split the difference. Me!
Go on, let's say Mel.
You're saying Mel. OK, so, Sid, would you like to reveal your true identity?
My name is Sid, and Mel and I posed as members of an orchestra in order to meet our idol.
Yes, Sid and Mel did once pose as members of an orchestra in order to get backstage and meet Leslie Judd. Thank you very much, Sid.